I'm just reading a magazine about environmental protection, and here's also a very interesting article about step 2 of eco design regulation for low voltage motors operated in Europe. So that seems to be very important for me as a pump and mixer manufacturer, and I have really a lot of questions about it, and I think I immediately call my Siemens contact partner to get some answers on this topic. So I'm calling Heinz.
Hello, Heinz is speaking from Siemens Low Voltage Motors.
Hello Heinz, here's Thomas.
Hey, Thomas, great that you're calling. How can I help you?
Yes, Heinz, I just read an article in the magazine about the upcoming EU regulation about energy efficiency. Can you tell me more about it, how it's going to impact me?
Yes, of course, that's quite easy, don't be afraid. So the minimum efficiency requirements for motors are increasing. Efficiency class IE4 is getting mandatory for safe area motors with 2, 4 and 6 pole in the power range from 75 up to 200 kilowatt.
You mentioned safe area, but I also need a lot of ATEX motors in my business. Is this also applicable to the explosion-proof motors?
ATEX motors are not in the scope of the new regulation. You can still use ATEX motors with efficiency class IE3 from legal point of view.
Okay, now I got the major changes in the regulation, but I also need to update my offer and order systems. So I need to know 2 things. First, can you offer me the whole portfolio in IE4? And second, I urgently need the documentation like data sheets, drawings and the curves.
Thomas, that's not an issue for us. So our portfolio is future-proof. We are exceeding the mandatory IE4 range. Our portfolio is much larger than required. We have a much larger power range, and we are also offering 8-pole motors. And the power range, 75 up to 200 kilowatt, is covered by our new Simodix SD next generation motors, which is called the 105 motor series. And for the documentation, just go to our brand new Siemens product configurator, which is a web-based application, and here you will find all the information which you need.
Okay, but wait, when changing from IE3 to IE4, I guess it will also have an impact on the mechanical design. Will the dimensions change, and what about the weight?
Yes, the mechanical dimensions and data will change. But wait a second, I do have here a motor. Maybe I just show it to you via my webcam. Do you see the motor?
Ah, yes, I can see it.
Okay, so what is the same? We really made it quite easy for you. The shaft end and also the dimensions of the motor feeds are exactly the same. So it's quite easy for you to migrate. But just wait a second, I have also a little bit a slide with me, which I can show you, which have all the information on it.
Okay, that's great.
Okay, do you see now the slide in Teams?
Yes, I see.
Okay, all these yellow marked dimensions are the same. So you see it's quite easy, the migration.
And okay, can you tell me more about the electrical parameters? Will they change as well? I mean, of course, the efficiency will improve, but what about the other parameters?
Yeah, I just show you the next slide. Also in Teams, here's an example of a 90 kilowatt motor. And what you see, of course, is that the efficiency from IE3 to IE4 is increasing, and the other parameters are also slightly changing. So the power factor in a lot of cases goes a little bit down. In this case, it's staying the same, going a little bit up. And also the starting current is increasing. The big benefit is that the sound pressure level is decreasing. And about the weight, it's also quite easy. You know, we have to put more material inside to increase the efficiency, so the weight is also increasing.
Sure, I got this point. I have seen the parameters for direct online operation. My end user also wants to use more converters. So he wants to optimize the application and save more energy, reduce the cost. So is this applicable also to VSD operation?
Yes, all motors which are DOL motors and can run at a converter are in the scope of the new regulation. And all our motors are DOL motors which can run at a drive. What we are offering in addition to that if you have a 690 volt grid for converter operations, then we are having premium insulation system. And the big benefits is that you don't need a converter output filter. And so it means you're saving space, converter space, you are having less losses, and of course, you also can save some money.
Yeah, that's great. Awesome. So thanks a lot, Heinz, for all the answers and all the information. I see the migration is really easy and Siemens got a full portfolio for the IE4.
Are you ready now for IE4?
Yes, Heinz, definitely. Yes, I am.
Okay, great talking to you.
Appreciate it. Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, I see. I have now a meeting with my distributor. Okay, I have to hurry up.
Hello, Heinz.
Hello, Thomas. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thanks for coming. Wanted to ask some questions about the IE4 migration. You know, we have placed many orders for IE4 motors already, but still we have some IE3 motors also in the power range of 75 and to 200 kilowatt. Is that an issue?
It's not an issue at all, because the regulation refers to the date of placing the motor to the market. So it means when we as a manufacturer deliver to the first customer. The motors which you have on stock as our distributor, you can still sell it.
Okay, good. For sure we will be ordering IE4 motors wherever possible. But still, when a customer is asking now an IE3 motor which I don't have on stock, can I still order it?
Yes, that's possible. We will take care that the dispatch from the factory will be before June 30, 2023.
But do I need to check myself the dispatch date of each of my orders so that I am not breaking the regulation?
Our factory is taking care about it, and that the dispatch date will be correct.
Okay, that's good. And what will happen now or then with your IE3 motors? Will you phase them out?
IE3 motors are still requested from regions outside the European Economic Area, so it means we will keep our IE3 motors in our portfolio.
Okay, good. So now I'm still selling some IE3 motors to my end customers. Some of them are worried about the after-sale support and replacement options after the IE4 is mandatory. What can I tell them?
You and your customers can be confident, because you can still repair them, these motors.
Okay, so they can be repaired, and furthermore, as we are your approved certified partner, can we also modify the motor and sell it then?
Yes, for the motors which you have in stock, you can still make some modifications.
Okay, good. And then if a motor fails at customer site and cannot be repaired anymore, can you then offer me a one-to-one replacement for that?
One-to-one replacement is possible, yes. For motors, for IE3 motors which are placed on the market before July 1st, 2023, these replacement motors have to be clearly marked as replacement to a certain serial number, and this one you will see on the rating plate, and you get the offer from our customer support organization.
Okay, great. So good to know that I can still order IE3 motors, and in the future they can be replaced, repaired or modified.
Exactly, yes.
But however, me and my customers are confident, and we are heading forward to moving to the Siemens IE4 portfolio.
And we are Siemens, we are well prepared. We are ready for IE4.